Hello, and welcome to episode 14 of One Credit Classics. And I know what you're thinking, he did Street Fighter 2 the other week, but this is a whole different kind of Street Fighter 2. I'm going back to the SNES version of Street Fighter 2, and we're doing something a bit different this week. We're doing an achievement run. Street Fighter 2 on the SNES, as I covered in the other video, came out December the 17th, 1992, and sold 6.3 million copies. And interestingly enough, if you're a nerd like me, it was the first SNES game that came on a 16 megabit cartridge, and didn't need it because it had everything the arcade had minus a few cosmetic little differences packed in. I want to say a big thanks at the start to everybody over the last couple of videos who's commented and who's got involved with the channel, really. Shout outs to Twisted Wisdom, who gave me a really good shout out on Twitter the other day. Thanks, my friend. Subliminal VCR, John Ferguson, Arcade Gaming, Superfan Chris, international sensation, who I don't know if he's still in Vietnam or not, but shouts to that. Probably Richard, the one Jat, and most importantly, and forget you lot, and most relevantly to this episode, my good friend, Mr. Callum Stannard. And I'll tell you why. I met Callum a number of years ago on some ridiculous training course we were both doing, and he still to this day remains the best thing that happened as a result of that, because it's good that we stay in touch and we're good friends. But on one of the earlier videos, he messaged me, he might have even commented, and he said, oh, you should do Street Fighter 2 maximum difficulty, no rounds lost. And I thought to myself, that sounds like fun. That sounds like a challenge. That sounds like something that I'm going to do. So I'm going to do today Street Fighter 2 World Warrior on the SNES, maximum difficulty. So when I start the video, you'll see me turn the difficulty up. I'll do it no rounds lost. Good that it's happening right now, kind of fitting, because I am going to use Guile, one of the single most overpowered characters in the history of one-on-one fighting games in this iteration. And I'm going to beat a lot of people up, and you're probably going to stop liking me a little bit as I use some tactics which are downright deplorable, but that played a massive part in my youth, really. This, probably one of the most important games ever written, one of the most important SNES games ever written, and a massive part of my childhood growing up. Shoutouts to Martin Tran, as always. Been friends with Tran for like 32 years, frightening stat, really, but one of the best Street Fighter 2 players ever played. Shoutouts to the big man Andy Price as well. If he's listening to this, we lived in a similar area, we were a similar age, we played a boatload of Street Fighter 2, and they were truly glorious days, and yeah, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to beat a lot of people up, not going to lose a round, and yeah, and that's that. If you've not already subscribed, be sure to do that. There's a lot more content coming your way. Thanks for all the support. There's a load of links in the bottom. Social media, the guy who does the design, Jamie, who I saw the other day, I haven't seen for ages, so that was nice to catch up. And all the good stuff's down there as well. So, well, yeah, let's go do it, shall we? Let's go beat up 11 random people in a number of exotic locations. Change a few things. Options, max difficulty, change the config, wipe my eye a little bit because it's sore, and we'll get started. China to start with, and Chun-Li, a female who I've clearly got about 100 pounds on. I'm going to use that to uppercut quite a lot. Oh, that was terrible on my part, trying to walk under there. She just a straight up jump. What you wanted to do when you slow Sonic Boom is you want to do the forward jump. If you do the forward jump, you can get under and throw her. Nice. Two staples of Guile's game there. The middle kick. Three, if you technically, I suppose. The middle kick, the flash kick, and the slow Sonic Boom. Not that many suplexes, but we'll soon change that. Because eventually she has to jump in. Same thing again. It's my bad. There we go. Like, timing your way under jumps and suplexing people is a massive part of Guile's game as well. And one of the massive reasons why he's so good, if you're being honest. Off to sunny Brazil next. Now, if I let Blanca walk in a little bit, I should be able to slow Sonic Boom him. And then do this. There we go, get a daze in, try and combo him. Nice. Perhaps the most Guile round you'll ever see, to be honest. At everything. At suplexes, dizzies, Slow sonic booms, jumping middle kick sweeps, flying hard punch, ducking jab flash kick. Everything. That's how to beat Blanca anyhow. Pretty comprehensively. In front of all his mates. And a giant fish for some reason and a big snake. I mean, who's overseeing this? 2 down. On a Zangief. I hate finding him. You need to keep this range, really. You can sonic boom to death effectively. Because at that range, he doesn't quite know how to deal with it. You can watch it if you want. You can try jumping in and doing stuff there, but there's really very little point. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to impress. That's the Russian hammer done for the first one.
Round 2, fight! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
So that's the key, really. This kind of range. You've got to keep walking back doing it, because obviously you need to charge your sonic booms up, but Zangief's fairly pedestrian on this. Simply because, I'm not saying he's not dangerous, because I've lost a load of times to him. Practicing this like these last couple of days to get my game back together. Because it's dead easy if you mess the sonic boom up for him to sweep you and then just throw you to death in a corner. But on a Japan for Ryu.
Round 1, fight! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
It's my bad.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
No, I hate when that happens. Ryu does that a lot though. When he's trying to find range. If you're ducking, he'll walk in. You can do this thing where if you walk back and then duck and walk back and walk back and duck, you'll kind of walk backwards, but as you're slowly going back and ducking and retreating, and he'll keep something like that. If he doesn't want a fireball.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
Brutal. Uppercut, uppercut, back fist. Boom. That's Ryu done. Sleeveless gi, black belt. Red bandana. First thing you did back then getting your black belt probably was buying a sleeveless gi rather than sticking it on Facebook. Right. Done. That wasn't a dig at John Ann, by the way, if you're watching this, because as I said that, I thought, was he going to think that was a dig? That's not a dig at John Ann. He's a very nice human being. Quite humble as well. Right. On to India. Speed up somebody else who, once again, I've got a lot of weight on. Nice. I'm trying for that, I'm not going to lie to you, but that was good. That wasn't so much. Playing the slow projectile game. You're reading a book I wrote, son. You're eventually going to jump into it stupidly like that. Hard punch. Oh no. Suplex. Nice. Dazed. Trying to throw him then. Like that. Oh! A bit low that, but still. All's fair in love and war. And a tournament in between. Do you know what I mean? A 200-pound American muscle man who can make sonic booms appear out of the air by waving his hands together. And a stretchy-limbed Indian guy who can breathe fire. And later on, teleport. More effectively than Jean-Claude Van Damme in No Retreat, No Surrender. Right. Slow sonic boom. Or not. Jump. There's the danger. If you hit that slow sonic boom, see, how much damage has this done? Right, I better back off here. Can do a sonic. Blobber bullet. Beautiful. See, See, that's the danger with when you get them like jumping in the combo like that. If you don't follow up the kick with anything, because it slows down or whatever, it's so easy to get thrown like that. And if it's a normal character with a throw, it's not a problem. But with a character like Honda or someone else who's got one of those like multiple grab throws, like Blankraz with the bites, or like Zangief has with the face pump or the stomach pump or whatever, like, it's brutal. Nice. That spells the end. As you'd think it might do if you suplexed a 300-pound man on a marble floor. Yeah, those cuts on his face are probably the least of his worries. Probably got all kinds of like traumatic brain injuries. Right. Super aggressive Ken. Let's see what he does. Hurricane kick maybe. Sweep. See what he does. Annoying. Still. Dragon punch. Dangerous game to play with Ken, this is. That should have been me dead, really. I shouldn't still be tugging. I should have sworn. And God almighty. I need to pull my stuff together, I really do. This isn't a good performance. Right. See if he goes for a big dragon punch. Ah, rare. Never usually does more than 2 fireballs, can. Beautiful. If you walk in on him in that kind of range, generally he'll try and close the distance and throw. So if you've got a slow sonic boom there, more often than not he'll walk into you. I really probably shouldn't have won that. Like I say, we shouldn't be having this conversation now. I feel like I've just dodged a moving car or something. Right, Balrog, a lot of ducking middle sweeps. Because that should force him to jump like that. You can do slow sonic boom throw, and then as you walk in, jab throw, and then slow sonic boom throw, slow sonic boom jab throw, and basically kill him. But you do have to close the distance for that, so it's kind of a bit safer to do this. It's kind of less that can go wrong. Not saying it can't go wrong, but the thing with him is the more room you give him, like the more like that middle to longer range, the more chance you've got he's gonna. Because he always generally tends to block projectiles high, so that's your opportunity really. That's Balrog done. Should get a bonus round now if I remember right. Oh, that eye though. Yeah, the same bonus round that's in the arcade. Actually on Ken's stage, you're probably telling. You see the end of Ken's boat there. Probably still there on the deck. Right, and it's just spamming the sweep here. Once again, and the thing is with Guile, right, it's the fact that his normal moves are so situationally good that makes him good, as well as the fact that his special moves are really good. And the fact that he's quite fast and hits hard. I mean, it's a laundry list of reasons, really. And as I go on about so often, like, Guile just doesn't get any better and everybody else does. Everybody else gets new moves and he really doesn't. And it's hard to improve on it there, really. So, it's about timing with Vega. At some point he's going to jump off that wall. I'm going to have to try and catch him like this, you see. I'll get another throw in. Throw a slow sonic boom and then see what pattern he takes. Oh, it's okay, so he's gone for the fence. So, need to go to the opposite corner that he goes and do a jumping back flying kick. Like that. Can try a flash kick, which is very risky. He's going to do, I think. Oh, there you go, we went back to that. There's a few patterns he can do. It's a bit faster there. I'll tell you what's bad for with fighting Vega sometimes. If you're behind on points and he just keeps spamming that wall dive. Because it takes like seconds for him to kind of climb up it and do the rest of it. It's really cheap if he does it properly. So, hopefully a jump. Okay, so 2 in days this time. Slow Sonic Boom, and then let's see what he does. Okay, so is he on this pattern? Right. Now here's the thing. With this pattern here, he's trying to walk in and throw me. But if I jump back, what happens is he's forced then to try and hit me with a flying kick, because he thinks that I'm going to do a jumping back flying kick. If I do a jumping back flying kick, his flying kick will land and mine won't. But if I jump back and do nothing, right, he doesn't know how to deal with it. The AI can't react properly. Oh, I see. Every now and then he'll throw a crystal flash in. I think I'm alright there. Am I? Yeah, not by a lot. Ooh. That would have been so cheap. Anyhow. Off to sunny Thailand for Sagat.
Round one, fight.
See what he does. He's in the walking forward pattern.
Tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger. Tiger,
Nice.
tiger, 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 uppercut. Tiger, 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 tiger. Tiger, uppercut.
God, my hands are dead sweaty. I kept messing up the Sonic Booms then. Pressure gaming this is. Right. Let's have it.
Round two.
See what he does.
Tiger, tiger.
Nice.
Sonic boom. Tiger, Sonic tiger. Tiger, uppercut.
He's dead. Right, and see how much damage one Tiger Uppercut does. It's frightening, isn't it? Bit of a stretch there, excuse me. And on to another Thailand adventure. As I take on M. Bison. Last boss. Right, see what pattern he does.
One, fight.
Nice.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Ah. Sonic boom. Sonic.
Solid.
Round two, fight.
See what he does.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
There's going to be a lot of this. Might just try and throw me in a sec. Danger with that is you've got to get that off early.
Sonic boom.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is 1 credit as advertised. Sit down! Goddamn tin pot dictators. The struggles, the stresses, the strains of a 1 credit Street Fighter 2, max difficulty, no rounds lost clear, all came out then, all at once. Perhaps the fact that I've been on this for what seems like decades. Oh, phenomenal. I probably still would have hit him then. He's killed me, mate. Do you know what I mean? I would have said, yeah, I won't hit him, yeah. Just to go over there and I'll come across to you. And they'd be like, what's all that blood on your hands? Oh, I don't know. No, it won't, to be honest. But that's not the point, is it? Gal's a trained killer, do you know what I mean? He's a John Rambo type. He's probably, do you know what I mean? He's probably let Bison go and marked his cards. Still, wife and a family. Do you know what I mean? Family man. Shout out to my parents once again. 3-letter names, the future. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. But it's not quite that. It's kind of sort of that. It's like it's the end of the beginning, so to speak. As this nice music fades out, we get this. Perhaps some of the finest Super Nintendo music of all time. This is the bit where you realise you've done something kind of special. This is the bit where you think to yourself, like, I didn't get this when I beat it on level 4. you get this staff roll when you beat it on level 6. If you beat it on level 8, which I've done obviously, you get this staff roll. If you beat it on level 8 without using a continue, you get a... No, if you beat it on level 8 with the same character, you get a greeting screen at the end. If you beat it on level 8 without losing a credit, you get a 12 character greeting screen with the bosses in, not just the original 8. And if you beat it without losing a round, when you press start, Chun-Li says, yeah, that, when you press the start button. So yeah, well, worth it, obviously. But well, the greeting screen's pretty cool. But this, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't think of a bad time in my life when I've heard this music. Seriously. Like, it takes me straight back to being like 12, 13. And sitting around Trans House in Westerfields, drinking loads of tea, playing this, do you know what I mean? On a 21-inch Minoka like TV. That thing was badass, massive CRT. We all had 14-inch TVs. Tran had this Minoka that was his sister's. Playing Street Fighter 2, like the PAL version, so with the massive 58 borders. But it really didn't matter, like, do you know what I mean? Like, the funny thing was, like, as I said, been mates with Tran for ages. When we went to high school, we got put in separate classes, and then about 2 years into it, we just kind of started hanging out again, and it was amazing. It was like we'd never stopped hanging out, and like every Sunday, like I'd go down his house at about 12ish on my bike, and we'd like play Street Fighter all day, and then we'd walk up my house, and then we'd go walk his dogs, then we'd walk up my house, and then we'd play Street Fighter some more, and then my brother would drive him home, and that was every, like, half terms. That was like the whole thing all the time. Whatever game we had at the time, we played it, and golden, truly, truly golden. And Street Fighter 2 hits me with that every single time. That feeling of the fact that there's nowhere else I'd rather be right now than doing this. There's the greeting screen. There is nothing I can think of video game wise that gets me more happy than this music and this kind of time. Like, it's just perfect. Everything about it's perfect. Street Fighter 2 on the SNES is probably one of the finest video games ever created. It's probably one of the most significant gaming kind of happenings in my entire life. Like I say, I can't think of a bad time. I can't think of something that happened when I was playing Street Fighter 2 that wasn't amazing. Like, these were the games. I said in the other video, and like a woman I worked with kind of laughed a bit and said, what do you mean? I said, you don't get it, you don't play games. But like, I said, we're all Street Fighter 2, and it's true, we are. Like, if you play games and you get games, you get this game. It's a part of you, do you know what I mean? It's a part of your DNA. Gaming's in a DNA. I think somebody said that once. Anyhow, so if I press start now, there we go. And there is the high score. Didn't quite get the 1,000,000 points, but I will take it, being as the stresses and strains of previous clears. And then it loops, and you just get intro music. You don't get the intro on this with the guy punching the other guy. It wasn't until Turbo they brought that in. So you get intro music, and then you get a bit of a character kind of BIOS of each character, and then that character has a fight, and then it shows the high score table, and then it starts again. It's been something a bit different doing this, really. Just because I think that, like I say, I have done Street Fighter 2, the arcade version. But the SNES, like, I was good at the arcade version, but the SNES version was one of those games that I first kind of mastered. Do you know what I mean? To the point where I thought, I'm actually quite good at this. Like, there wasn't a lot of games that I had to turn the difficulty up to get any kind of satisfaction to play, and Street Fighter 2 became one of those games simply because of the amount of time I spent on it, and the amount of, like, and I did a level 8 clears. A lot of people, Ryu Ken, E Honda Blank, never did one with Dalsim, or Zangief. I did a level 6 clear with Chun-Li, but never did anything higher than that. But it made me want to kind of get better and want to play those games. These are the games, my friends. These are the games of our lives. All that it remains for me to say is to thanks to everybody who's sent, like, Twitter's dead good at them, or the Facebook page is amazing, but Twitter's amazing. Like, the number of people who followed me and subscribed to the channel. I was on 74 when I made this, so who knows what I'm on by the time you good people will see it. But it's only 2 days after, so probably 74. But when we get to 100, I will give away some One Credit Classics merchandise once again, and I'll also change the name of the channel, so it's facebook.com/videos or channel, whatever it is, /One Credit Classics. One Credit Classics, rather than a big intelligible mass of numbers. I've got a lot of stuff happening over the next couple of weeks, like a lot of places I need to be and a lot of things I need to do, and I'm going to some crazy places, but this isn't going to stop. Do you know what I mean? I've got a project I'm going to do for the festive period, I think, and I've got plans for games running all the way up until well, New Year basically. So I've got plans of what I need to do. The other thing I'd say is thanks to everybody who voted. I don't know if I said this last week actually, but thanks to everybody who voted on the Castlevania 3 poll. I will be doing Castlevania 3 with Alucard as my companion, which is good because he's the best one. So because he can turn into a bat and fly. So cheers for that. So that's that, yeah. Thank you very much for being a big part of One Credit Classics. You people keep me going. Do you hear my birds then? If you've got headphones on, you can hear my birds. I've been playing this that long tonight that I started playing it, put my birds to sleep. Not like I didn't give them a lethal injection or anything. I put like the cover over to the light off, and I just thought to myself, this isn't fair. I'm playing Street Fighter 2 for hours here, so I took it off, and they haven't said anything. And then I've beaten it, and like Bobby's going mental, bless him. I've got 2 budgerigars, one called Bobby and one called Harper, and they're ever so sweet. But Bobby's a bit of a lunatic. But anyhow, yeah, he's going mad over here. There he is, Guile, bless it. 6'1", he's way bigger. That's a big 191. Absolutely jacked. Do you know what I mean? He's probably those combat trousers must be padded out with something because he's never 191 with that upper body. Anyhow, that's a bit too much information. Yeah, don't forget to get involved with all the links at the bottom of the page. Thank you very much for being a big part, the biggest part of One Credit Classics. And I will see you on the next episode next Wednesday. Take very good care of yourselves. And one more thing, if you do see me at any point, come and say hello. Because, well, it's nice, isn't it? Kind of makes people's day when you walk up to someone and say, not like on the street, but like, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to stop random people, but like, if you're watching this video and like you see me on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, or through the any other kind of things that I do, then yeah, come say hello, because it's always nice. But yeah, hang on a sec, just for clarity, this came out in 91, so Ken was what, like 26 there? 26 with a red sleeveless gi and a blonde mullet. My life's an absolute shambles, or it was then anyhow. I didn't have any of those things at 26. Right, and enough of this. Take very good care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next One Credit Classics. Take care. But we'll see what he starts with. Super aggressive one. Oh. Right. Hard when he fights like this. Very hard. What he will do eventually is he'll back up and try a flying kick. And that's what I need to do, and I didn't. No, 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 no. Oh, God almighty. I'm going to struggle here. Right, I can still do it. No, I can't now. Bollocks! Let's do what we can. We'll try and beat him first. Like. As tough a fight as you'd imagine Bison on this. Quite a few attack patterns. Like that hyper-aggressive one, the toughest one. And he doesn't fall for any of your throw traps either, which is annoying. He'll do this a lot. See what he does here. He might hit the back wall and jump. Yeah. Let's have a look. Come on. Oh, fuck off! Slow sonic boom. Didn't quite work. That's suplex though. Can't really trap him as well as other. Just keeps doing that. That ducking uppercut's amazing. That's the other thing I think that makes Guile good. Is like, he might only have 2 special moves, but all his normal moves are good. They're all really functionally useful.
Sonic boom.
Right.
Sonic boom.
Bollocks. And Bison time.
Round
Depends what attack pattern he chooses to start. He's got a couple of really aggressive ones.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
The key is trying to corner trap him. What you can't do is that I did there. Nice.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Come on, that's absolute nonsense. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's nice sticking it to people on this,
Fight.
even if they're not real. Maybe that says more about me.
Sonic boom.
Oh, no. Oh, as if he threw me.
Sonic boom. Hadouken. Hadouken. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Nice.
Sonic boom. Hadouken. Sonic Hadouken. 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 Hadouken.
Bollocks.
Hadouken. Hadouken.
Big Dragon Punch.
Hadouken. Hadouken.
Fuck off.